We're back. Hello, it's us. Let me just do this and then do this. Oh, it's us. We're back. We're back and it's good.
Hello.
SciFiAIguy Plays. It's us. We're playing games. This is the third game we're playing tonight. So if you're watching on YouTube, hopefully this is the third video you've clicked. We are going to be playing Islands, Non-Places, which is by Carl Burton, an artist in New York, I believe. And yeah, it appears to be a kind of, at a guess, I would say it's an art installation that is also a game. I'm just seeing it as a kind of very abstract sort of space to explore. So that's going to be fun. I obtained this game the same way that I obtained the other games that we've been playing tonight from the itch.io bundle for racial justice and equality, which ended on the 16th of June and raised over $8 million for American organizations helping out with Black Lives Matter. So the NAACP Legal Defense and Educational Fund, which is America's premier legal organization fighting for racial justice, and the Community for Bail Fund, which splits donations to it between more than 70 community bail funds, mutual aid funds, and racial justice organizers in America. Now, obviously, Black Lives Matter is a global issue, but here in Australia, I would deeply encourage you to go to pathtoequality.com.au. I mean, here in Australia, 438 Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people have died in police custody since 1991, and to this day, the institutions that are here to ostensibly to serve and protect have not been held accountable for this. So I definitely recommend that you educate yourself. Head to the website. There's donations, petitions. You can read, watch, and listen. We're not experts on this, so please, find people who are and learn from them. Listen to black people. There will be links below. Yeah. Well, now let's play an art installation game that is funky and cool.
I'm going to crack. Crafty has given me the cursed ginger beer that was criticized so roundly in the first bit of the stream.
Yeah.
Just going to give that a bit of a crack.
Man, I might even just turn this game down a little bit more. So I'm gonna give you. Well, you know what? Like we can just throw to the live screen.
We could do that. Yeah.
Let me just pop that sound in here. It's let me go to the volume mixer. Let me scooch this down just a touch more. Yeah, alright, that seems good. Do let us know in chat if it's still loud.
It is loud.
It's still loud? Okay, let me just scooch it down here as well. I'll drop it for y'all.
Lovely island sounds. I mean, that was the thing I liked about the previous game. The lovely. Well,
this is the thing, right? This is why I was so drawn to these games, not just because they had cool names and looked short, but visually they all seem to be a feast. And I haven't even looked through every game in that bundle. I think I mentioned to you that I've been trying to catalog them all, and I'm up to about like F. But the reason that some of these games, like I, for instance, is later than... Yes, thank you. PhD in literature. That's me. Or not yet. I don't have it yet. Also not literature.
Literature is not the alphabet.
It's true. It uses it at times. Anywho, yeah, I wasn't doing it alphabetically at first, so some games are just out of order. Now I'm trying to go through them all alphabetically.
Which is why you've got a couple of D games in there. Yeah. Yeah. The verdict is, it's fine. I like an alcoholic ginger beer. So
yeah, okay.
I'm extremely partial.
What notes are you getting, sir?
I'm getting it's definitely more carbonated than I would like. Like the main thing that I'm getting is carbon.
Yeah.
But there is still I will also just drink tonic water. So I would just have. So this is basically ginger flavored tonic water with alcohol. It is weenie. It's 3.5%.
It's fine. You don't need to call for help. It's not necessary. Not today. So, all I know about this game is what I did when I first tested it to make sure that we could stream it, which is that if I click here, I then also need to click here. And then the game begins. I think.
I'm just holding up a brand for the...
Of course.
the chat.
So this is all I've seen, apart from a few lovely screen caps, advertising on the website. So I don't know if it's a WASD
I stand by that, Crafty. Like, this is not a brewed ginger beer. This is like a ginger flavored bit of lemonade sort of thing. But
this is amazing.
But I still like it.
So left and right rotate, but I can also click and drag. And that's way more interesting to me.
Dang.
Like, I prefer that.
Yeah, that's super neat.
Yeah.
Let's swipe right on this bus stop.
And then...
Then the bus comes.
Oh shit, you were correct. If we'd swung hard enough, we would have been hit by it, or it would have gone through us.
It's public transport. I mean, this is my area. You've
true.
decided I didn't super like the previous game, so you've given me public transport, the gift I needed.
Is this? Okay. So, because of the first screen, I assumed it was a puzzle about, what, puzzle? Like, you just had to sort of rotate and click lines.
I thought it was interactable in that way. Maybe the bus stop again is the step.
It's hard to get a beat on. No? The door. Oh, yes, the door.
No. Okay.
What the... Hang on. Are those eggs?
The eggs are coming off.
Oh my god, it's the eggs. Egg, 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 egg.
Egg, 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 egg. It is a Spark with 2 Ks and an E. Ginger beer.
Oh, the brand. I thought you were describing the eggs.
And also, the eggs. We have no more need for bus. Goodbye, bus. A dozen eggs.
Oh, it's the Oban.
Oh, there's a whole world under there.
That's cool.
That's cool.
That's art, baby.
I love that. There's an art right here, and it's full of eggs.
Fucking tossed salad and too many eggs.
That's... Yeah, this is the Frasier of bus stops.
Oh no.
Oh no, we done fried our eggs.
Well, I mean... I feel like cook in shell is probably a
maybe
bad
they're just incubating.
No, that's true.
Maybe
that's
these
true.
are going to hatch into beautiful baby buses.
I can't remember.
What animal are you assuming bursts from the egg?
Oh, now that you've asked me, I want to say snake, but
because everyone's impulse is well, a lot of people's impulse is chicken, but I don't think that is necessary.
Did you see that? It was just 2 dots illuminated out of a big circle of...
And now we have a similar circle. This is the same. This is also a hex of 6.
Weren't there more than 6? The other one? I feel like
I thought it was a ring of...
It was a ring, but I think it was more than 6. Because it didn't feel like a hex, it felt like a circle, so minimum 8, right?
Sounds fake. The idea of more numbers than 6.
Oh.
Look at these people that can count more than 6 in the chat.
The ones that I click, I think.
Receive additional pylons.
Well, you need them, right? Have you played StarCraft?
Not a great deal. It's one of those games where you have to memorize certain patterns, like build orders and stuff like that. And I'm not great at that.
I played it too much in high school. Not to I wasn't competitive. I played single player a lot in high school. I think I was the only person I knew who actually beat both the single player and then the Brood War campaigns. But that's because I just played it too much. Then I played against people and was bad.
Ooh, this is being lifted off the ground. Maybe we'll get another bus.
If this was less green and more red, I would just assume we were playing some kind of David Lynch, otherworldly... For a minute I thought we were descending, though it continues to ascend. Oh. The way that this is clipped out makes me think, these spaces, I'm like, oh, this is sort of semi-organic, right? It's either rock formations or perhaps some sort of, honeycomb lattice. But then you get to here and I'm like, now the artist has just allowed whatever they did with the clip tool to exist. These, wafer-thin polygons as opposed to, something that appears like it would appear in nature. And that's interesting to me.
That is curious.
Capital I. Do you need less volume?
No.
Okay.
I'm just taking a moment to appreciate it.
Ooh.
So these are like the root system of the tree underneath a fountain.
Yeah.
I love that it's a game that there is a puzzle component and there is a sense of progress, and at the same time, it feels.
All you need is good reflections on water, and I'm pleased.
It's just bizarre and cool. Yeah, I mean it's great.
It just works. This game, on its itch page, had a few like rave review sentences, like the way you would put on like the the poster for an acclaimed film, and it has me wondering if the people who acclaimed it might have been people who weren't gamers. Not to say the gamers wouldn't like this, but this feels a very accessible game as an art piece.
As a dedicated gamer, I
as
wouldn't
the gamer
know.
in the room.
I wouldn't know because I play so many games.
Yep, that's the plural.
Love to game and game to love.
Game to love. Descending.
As we always say on the stream, game to love.
So this is a lot more linear than I just kind of assumed that it would be,
But it's kind of solving a puzzle at the same time because the fountain started spraying water erratically at the top, and so we've kind of gone down to solve it.
Yeah, okay.
Like our exploration served a purpose of fixing it. I wonder if clicking that again is going to take us back. Oh, it's just going to go back up.
Now I wonder if these spaces are going to be changed in any way.
I suppose it's accessible in that the game is knowing where to click.
Yeah. I click and drag and then click the things that are literally bright and pulsing, and there's nothing wrong with that. But that's often just good design.
Crafty drawing analogies with Myst.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm getting Myst vibes, but also it's really interesting games that are so visually simple in a certain way. Like it's clearly made with modern technology to get your lovely reflections in the water and stuff like that, but
because we didn't have reflected water before, I think. Otherwise, I would have commented on it.
No, we only had it at the bottom.
Yeah.
The water was draining out in weird ways, which was why we had to dig down.
So this is an award-winning game, or an acclaimed game, about someone who repairs things?
Yeah. Fundamentally, we are a repair person.
Okay, so we have this many to play.
9. I was told when I said 6.
Yep.
Repeatedly in the chat that it was 9.
Oh.
They're very similar numbers. Ooh, there's someone visiting us.
Oh, hello.
It's a tree.
Is this a world populated by objects? Eggs.
So earlier we had
plants?
execute, and now we have executor. That's not a reference for you, but for the Pokemon fans in chat, please just enjoy that good joke, and we will proceed.
Was it good? Someone has to tell me. I don't know.
It was a great joke.
Okay.
That's like one of them's a Pokemon, but then one of them's like an evolution of this, so it's like really funny.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I thought it was.
That's a cool thing to say.
I thought you'd say that.
Can I?
Thanks, Crafty. I made the good joke so that you would laugh and enjoy it.
So, we're just getting a backlog here. Thanks to the state of the world today, I'm getting stressed at how all of these pedestrians are too close.
They are trees, though.
No, I know, and that's what's upsetting to me as well, that I'm both upset.
That creaking is not pleasing me super much.
This is...
Good Round Boy is also proud of the joke. Thank you.
Okay, cool. We have 2 votes for it was a joke. That's great.
Weenie also booed the joke, but I just didn't acknowledge that because it was negative feedback.
You silence your detractors, I see.
I just don't platform my detractors.
Okay, that's fair. You know what? And that's a good idea. That's the best. I want it noted that I've done nothing here. I've just rotated. This is a very passive interaction. I'm describing the game, not our friendship.
No, it's okay. Chat's turning on me as well. So it's fine. It's fine. I'm going to cop it from all fronts, and that's allowed.
Yeah.
I'm just going to sip my great ginger beer that's great and good and happy making.
It was $3. That's how many dollars it was. Oh no, that's just the way the light and the mist is.
Is there a way we can turn them off and have them stop hating us? So you can't swipe up or anything?
There's nothing to... Unless I meant to have... Oh.
Oh, we found the puzzle.
I found the... So, it didn't seem like clicking these before did anything. There's not enough...
I hadn't picked that was what was happening.
Yeah, there's not enough feedback
also,
from
this
these
is...
buttons.
Ooh. This is very cool and weird. Weenie saying lots of yelly bugs sounds like tropical North Queensland.
Cicadas, man. When I lived in Iowa... Cicadas? The screaming bugs.
I forget that you lived there.
I mean, it wasn't for long. But honestly, it just sounded like a lot of people had very loud sprinklers on. It just sounded like sprinklers all over town from my window.
Saz saying that I don't like Weenie because I fear Weenie's beauty, and I think it's a working hypothesis. That light is flashing on the escalator.
Have you seen Weenie's new mohawk?
I have.
It's good. It's good. Oh, we did it. We cleared the back.
I'm on board with it. Yeah.
So, the title, Islands, non-places, I think is a pretty good title considering.
Yep. I contend that islands are places, though.
It's true.
Like, I would have thought of an island as a form of place.
I think calling these non-places is a judgment call.
Right.
Or just saying these don't actually exist. This is a simulation, etc., etc. Which, I mean, I could have fucking told you that. But,
You mean that the egg bus isn't real? Please don't tell me the egg bus isn't real.
Justin, you're old enough now to know that egg buses are not real. You'll just have to get your eggs delivered into your body the same way as everyone else.
So long as Weenie's mohawk is real, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's real good. Hey! I've clicked the things that are lit up.
Well, I guess we go home.
Yeah.
There are tiles on the ground.
But they're not lit, and if this game has taught me anything...
It's that sometimes you click the thing that's lit and sometimes you don't.
It's always been lit things.
The bus wasn't. Bus door.
God, that's true. They've just been schooled. That was like the first level.
Yeah.
I mean, Oh.
Whoa! Oh, spinning it was what did it that time.
Was it? I could have sworn it was just clicking the drinks.
Oh.
Again, we don't know, right? There's very little feedback upon... Okay.
Oh, we're scanning. Hey! More can foley. I had no idea that was going to be a component of this game. I want people to know that I wasn't aware that there was going to be can foley in this game. Oh, let's enjoy. Yeah, sorry, Crafty. I'm glad we got past the horrible noise of the elevator level.
I believe it's pronounced escalator. Oh. Oh no.
So do you need to click on them when they turn blue?
That's a great question. I think more questions like this should be asked today in our current world state.
I think this is a commentary on consumer culture.
Could be. All you need is a recalcitrant train off to the side.
A recalcitrant train is what I started to say, so I've taken it an extra level.
We're halfway.
You're saying your degree isn't knowing how to say words?
Writing them down is my thing that I'm meant to be doing.
I'm studying communication. Science communication, so that's good.
Well, these are aggressively non-scientific spaces.
And yet, in a sense, because they are deeply experimental.
Aren't
they exclusively scientific spaces?
Or I would like to read the hypothesis. Where's that written down? I'm curious what
it's on that laptop, but you can't read it.
Yeah, that'd do it.
It's raining, so the trees are growing.
Oh, of course.
So something is happening. Although I'm not sure that you caused it.
No, and it's
the laptop should be getting fried at this point. Oh, is that? Oh, yeah. Sorry, I should have picked that the laptop was going to get abducted.
Yep.
My bad.
Can I choose the order of these? What if I did this? I can. Okay. It's good to know that the things I'm doing affect the level.
Yeah, it's interesting because what you're doing is affecting it, but not necessarily in the ways that you might.
Well, when I click, there's no sign that the click did anything or not, and things are often delayed.
It's
in terms of
interesting
response.
because obviously a lot of games, it's all about like immediate feedback to the player. This is very much like it's making a conscious decision, I think, to the player.
Yeah, I think all it needs is like it can be a delayed response in the environment. I just think a noise letting me know that the thing I clicked mattered or didn't matter.
Right.
Just a simple little thing like that would be fine, because then I would click no, it did something, and then I would wait.
That has happened a couple of times, but it's not consistent.
Yeah, yeah. And again, I felt directed by the light often. I love the horn, the alarm horn. It has a real name, I'm sure. Maybe Jeffrey.
Weenie's saying this is going to turn out to be a video and not a game. I love the idea. Can you imagine playing an entire game?
Yeah, I can. I really can.
It's this one.
Well, have you ever done that playing a multiplayer and you forget who you are?
Yes.
And it all just
I've
goes to
absolutely
shit.
done that.
Yeah. Classic couch co-op flub.
Do we have to hit the orbs on the ground?
Oh, maybe, yeah. Which is cool because you've got to look between, right? Yeah, yeah, nice.
Thanks. It's just because I'm a gamer.
That's why I brought you here. To sip tea and storm about games.
MLG. Major League Ginger.
Don't cheers to that. I want us to
Don't
drown.
talk to me before I've had my ginger.
Don't talk to me before I've had my post-coffee diarrhea.
Monday streams, am I right? Now, are those fish? They are fish.
They are fish, yeah.
I wasn't able to tell the ones that are head on.
Yeah, I was thinking like some sort of particularly luminescent barnacle, but then the profile sort of gave it away. Yeah, you look
Now,
here, and
why
that's
are they going?
fishy from
Are they going
breakfast.
inside the wall?
No, I think they're eating, right? They're getting some sort of nutritive value from these glowy bits.
From this
Well,
bioluminescent fungus.
They're probably processing it, right? Maybe they need this shit to live. Like,
Or
you know what
the-
this is? This is a health bar. These are some healthy ass fish.
But they could also potentially just use that luminescence for other purposes, like attracting other fish and things like that. That's
Like
why. That's
like
why.
raving,
Yeah, exactly.
like attending a fish rave. Yeah.
That's what I did before I went to all the raves I went to. Is just ate lots of bioluminescent fungus.
I wish when all these descended, there was just one bedraggled person sat at the laptop, looking so confused.
I wish there was a fish flapping on top of it.
Fish like desperately logging in, how to survive without wet.
Just types in its password and it is fish.
Yep.
Oh goodness, Weenie's saying, remember when Hawaii had that nuke warning text message?
Oh,
that was
God.
like a year ago.
Fuck off. No way. Like just a year?
I think
Are
so.
you serious?
I could be wrong on that. It could be more than 1 year. But I think it was.
Oh, speaking of Hawaii, luggage. With that little bit of music, I showed Crafty Lilo and Stitch last night.
That's amazing.
Yeah, classic film. Slightly more pat and saccharine ending than I remember, but all I remembered was the sort of the gags, right? I remember the funny bits because that's a fucking hilarious.
It's got heart.
Oh, it's got heart. It's very.
Ohana means family.
You're fucking.
Family means nobody gets left behind
Or forgotten.
or forgotten.
You're very good at that.
I love my Stitch impression. You gave me an in for my Stitch impression.
It's true. This naughty luggage, these naughty luggages aren't allowing more luggages on.
I can't believe it. Can you claim any of them?
What?
Okay, January 2018. I was wrong.
Okay.
It's 2 years. 2.5 years.
I believe that. That I believe. So there's some whimsy there's the sense of, you know, you can...
I love the noise.
Yeah. Like, it is a space of play in that it is just, when you click, you don't always know what's going to happen. Oh, okay, so they're all following the same pattern. It's whether I get them to join in.
That's fun.
The ones I've clicked aren't lifting off yet. Okay. That's cool.
Because they
That's
weren't
cool.
clicked in the pattern.
Yeah, yeah.
That's very cool.
When they're all moving,
Yeah.
will the tune actually emerge?
No.
No?
No, I don't want it to.
Fundamentally broken. Okay, cool.
What about that button in the middle? Can you push that?
You can push that at airports. That's how you get behind the scenes. That's the access to the VIP lounge. You've got to clamber up here
Yeah,
and hit that as quick as possible.
But you've got to duck under the luggage as it passes over you.
Well, exactly, right? Oh my. Was someone just really stoned at an airport?
This whole game is someone stoned.
Yeah, I mean, I did get the sense of interminable travel when I saw those escalators and the plants. Like, it reminded me of, like, especially large shopping malls or even just especially large airports, frankly. Dubai Airport is a big place.
I reckon this is actually an installation in an art gallery that cost $150,000. And you're like, I mean, sure, but I don't get it.
I mean, yeah,
I'm glad an artist got paid, but I don't understand what that was saying.
This is one of my unfortunate, and it's a problem with me. All I can discuss is the aesthetics that I like and what meaning I can pull. But a lot of artwork is speaking in a language that I'm not fluent in.
Right.
And, you know, that doesn't mean that people shouldn't be making the art. I was a bit more of a dick about it when I was younger.
Yeah.
You know, I pulled the same modern art sucks bullshit out of my ass that a lot of people have.
Yeah.
Which is just not good.
Oh, no. I just think that, like, some of it sucks. and some of it, yeah, you're right, is just not communicated. It's so rare to find pieces of media that aren't directly targeted at me. Given my particular position in society.
Yeah.
It's just it's a real shock to find that not every single piece of art was made for my exact.
Am I sending some of these downtown? I just don't
some
get
of
the
them are
correct...
disappearing.
Yeah.
Once you trap them, kind
Yeah,
of.
they're entering the actual scanner.
Yeah. These are like baggage scanning. You're the TSA.
Oh, the TSA. Did you know that you can put a TSA-approved lock on your luggage, and that sometimes they'll still just fucking cut it in half? Cool, right?
I did not know that.
Yeah. I'm sure the key got stuck or something. Like, I'm sure they had a real reason for it. Or they didn't, and who cares, because it was a while ago and nothing bad happened. But, as someone who was told this is how you do it, and then isn't what worked, it was a rude shock.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, as far as rude shock goes, it was a pretty privileged one. Me and my expensive luggage conducting international travel for japes, and somebody cut a padlock open. Like, that's pretty low grade.
No, I think it's what we should talk about for the rest of the stream.
I'm glad I finally have a platform for my issues. At long last on my own channel. Oh dear. I will say, in terms of the sort of art this is putting forward, I really like what some of these are doing, and I'm okay with what the others are doing, but by and large it is just that little bit too long for me.
Interesting.
Like, I'm actually just a bit... I want to see what's next, but I don't want all of them to be long.
I love that this is communicating a car just by its headlights to start with. Like, obviously there's a car that's now pulling in, but... The way it's communicating stuff is very cool.
Yeah. I think this is a...
that rear antenna. Oh, that places it. This is at a point in time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Oh, that's spectacular.
A little bit of music. Okay, so that...
Is that the bus coming back?
So this is what I mean by non-places, right? Like, this person has imagined, what if these urban spaces were more fantastical, I think.
Right.
I think that's the.
Is that gonna hit the street light? Oh, it's gonna stop. It's okay.
Okay.
That's where they've parked their car, and that's where they parked their house.
Yeah. I mean, you know, there's been ample texts that present urban hives as the future. I mean, provided the hive doesn't suck, right? I don't think it's necessarily a bad idea. It's just how much it sucks, and I don't know enough about it to know whether it would suck or not.
If my car park was a house, I'd be home already. Am I right?
Yes. I'm not gonna fact check that.
I've devolved during this stream. I've very much just stepped back into shitposting. Are we going to see someone navigate this house, but only through shadows?
I think through lights that we need to click.
Ah, we will need to turn lights on.
Ooh, oh.
Oh, we can hear footsteps. Are we going to see someone behind a window, though?
You know what?
Hey, it's the TV.
I'm going to say no, only because that is more animation and assets than I think this needs.
But it's got a ceiling fan. That's not a necessary asset.
I need it more than a person. Look at this beautiful
screen.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. There's a little bit of a... Oh, no, the zoom was in the first game we played. This is the problem with learning controls. That channel sucks. Okay, so I can change the channel. This one is the least noise, so it wins.
Says saying they think they inspected this apartment, which I appreciate.
Oh, I can only imagine. The hotels I stayed at the first time I went to London in Earl's Court. Like, the steepest and narrowest stairwells I have ever seen.
Yeah, wow.
Just different expectations, right? I mean, London is just a warren.
Crafty saying they think it costs 90% of the monthly median income. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you don't get houses that close to a street light without paying a premium.
Okay, so I had to go through enough channels.
They've watched all the channels and now they've finished television.
Yeah. If there is a uniting theme across these games tonight, they are games I only need to play once. Just, like, I get the thesis. You know, I get what they're putting across.
Can that be the title of this little triptych on YouTube? Games I'm done with now.
Yeah. Games I completed forever.
That's actually true. I don't know that I've completed all that many games.
No, most games I only play the once, right?
Right.
It's actually not that much of a burn. It sounds like it when it's couched in those terms, but
You turned the light off so they can't brush their teeth anymore.
Yeah.
They would have kept brushing their teeth for all eternity.
Maybe just worn them down to nubs.
Well, time to go watch more television.
Do I have to turn these off?
That.
Oh.
It's another car. Time to do this for another 3 car parks.
If this could just suddenly turn into Hotline Miami, I would be very pleased.
Need for Speed, Most Wanted.
God, I fucking remember that game. Oh my god.
I have finished it twice.
This car is my favorite.
Finished it twice is a that's actually one of the few games I have completed twice. Good Round Boy saying they haven't finished a game since The Curse of Monkey Island.
Oh,
that is also a good game.
I can already tell that Crafty is probably typing. Curse of Monkey Island being their wheelhouse.
Absolutely.
Oh, roof parking. So we have to go through all of that again with another house.
Man, so does that mean
Yep,
that car on the left here rocked up to get home, and the other car rocked up at the same time, and so now...
No, they live together. This is the arrangement.
Oh, I love that.
Or one of them literally sleeps in the car, and the arrangement is, you know...
Yeah, how do they get into the house from the roof?
You know what? I think they don't. I think you're asking the wrong question.
Oh, interesting.
So, this is done well at least by giving me regular pulsing and sounds that correlate to that pulsing to let me know that I need to click things. That has been good design there. It's possible that was happening the whole time and I just didn't pick up on it, but...
According to chat, you are going to be made to play Curse of Monkey Island.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Well, me and Crafty want to do. Have been talking about doing some like adventure game.
Yeah.
Stream.
Well, I mean that game in particular, I also have a fondness for that franchise. So it is good. It is good. I will be in the audience presumably.
Yeah.
For that stream. Love that.
Well, the more people I invite to co-host streams with, the more they will feel obligated to watch my other streams, and I will thus build my audience, right? Until, we're all just part of the same streaming nest. Why do I like calling things nests and warrens?
Speaking of streaming nest, this appears to be a great streamer house. This car can get into its house now because this house has emerged. This car does own a double house, but that means they have to wait for someone else to rock up to go to their house so they can get in the door.
Yeah, that sounds really tiring. I'm getting, personally, just a sense of urban exhaustion watching this.
Yeah,
like this sense of, the urban world. Sometimes just a pain in the ass, and you've just got to wait for something to happen before something else. Like it is a system with its own sort of flow to it. And sometimes you just want to, you want the bus you're in to fucking get out of town, and it can't because town is bricked with traffic.
And also your bus is full of eggs.
Yeah. Reptile eggs.
That beeping, someone has recorded that off an actual ATM.
You reckon?
Yeah, that's such pleasing foley. I'm glad that you've been committed to this. Oh, it's a Simon Says game.
Oh,
at the top. It's gonna be a Simon Says memory puzzle, right? Yes, good round boy. Start a podcast. I don't know what it's about, but start a podcast.
Oh
Ooh.
shit!
Is it gonna be flowers?
My
and
bucks,
stuff?
my dollars. I say
Ooh.
mine.
Can we grab them?
No.
Heist.
Oh no, we can. I was wrong. Even if it was just visual, even if the circle pulsed a bit when I was clicking an interactable, I would take it.
No, I agree. As much as I'm appreciating this game, that it is a strange thing.
Yeah.
But I suppose there's no... Are there negative consequences for failing to do these things? Like, would it just continue to unravel and you wouldn't notice this?
I think the negative experience is the game not progressing.
Right.
So the situations we've had where...
make the ATMs kiss.
Ooh. Smooch. I'm trying to click and drag and it's not working. Okay. Oh. Become the money sphere.
Oh, you've got another ATM you can do a thing with.
I'm putting all the cards in here. This is me. See, this feels satisfying. Normal.
Yeah.
Having a normal one.
The problem is that these all seem like just real places to me, so they don't
I
really seem like
see.
non-places.
So this isn't landing because it's too
Yeah, it's just too relatable.
yeah. What an unfortunate life you must lead.
I mean, I appreciate the relatable content.
It must be nice to feel seen.
It just doesn't give me a great deal that I can say apart from like periodically dropping in and just going #same.
Yep. Big mood.
Mood.
Large emotion. Sizable feeling.
Bye.
Ooh,
Bye
yeah.
then, I guess.
I was going to start clicking these and I was like, wait, no, don't take me back.
Yes, good Rambo, you're making a podcast. I said it earlier. I shouldn't have to say it too many more times. I feel like, yeah. I'll produce. I'm not doing enough.
Yeah, you're not a very busy man.
Yeah. I'm not doing anything. Let me produce your podcast.
Frankly, if you get off your fucking ass every once in a while, it'd, I think it'd be good.
Fine. I had those in a good position too, but the visual gag was too impressive. It's too valuable to me.
Those particular headphones you're wearing are courtesy of cleaning up and finding a lot of old headphones.
Yeah, I appreciate them.
They're from a phone I bought some time ago, maybe.
Oh, well, there you go.
Or
yeah, I'm usually with my own gamer rig headphones.
Oh,
for gaming.
Is this like a Oh my.
Yes.
Is this? It's like
I don't know what you were going to say, but yes.
A ceiling fan proboscis.
Oh, then definitely, yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
Yeah. Fantastic.
If a proboscis descended from the ceiling, I'd be upset. I'd be upset. I'm gonna be honest with you. I would be very upset.
Yeah. See, one of the things that I've tried to talk about in relation to moral hypotheticals is how likely they are to actually happen in practice.
Absolutely.
And for that, I have to say that the potential for a proboscis to drop from the ceiling at any point in time is one that we consider very regularly.
Well, we should, right? We want to lead good, clean, moral lives. Well,
yeah.
some of us. I don't.
This is why I come here to absolve my sins.
Yeah. Yeah. So. Okay, that wasn't me.
Ring, 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 ring.
Oh, no, okay. I thought each click was corresponding to a note, but then I stopped clicking and notes kept emerging. But clusters of notes emerge from flowers that I have pollinated.
Yeah, what you're doing is you're adding a note to the loop.
Yeah.
When you click, yeah.
So this is a ceiling fan tree, but also a telephone
Yeah.
tree?
You say that with a note of confusion.
Sorry, I've not been here before.
Yeah,
I should
sorry,
really be...
yeah.
I don't know why... Well, I guess here's why I'm piling it. I'm the stranger in a strange land.
Oh, you haven't been? Oh, you simply must. Oh, you have to try it.
I don't know that I must.
Oh, but the soothing sounds. That's what you come here for. Oh, pleasing. Oh, and another egg happens.
Wait, really?
It's a flower in the middle.
Oh, I didn't even see the bulb. I was too busy. I was trying to see if I got all the...
I immediately saw that shape and thought egg, but it is a series of petals.
What's a kind of flower egg?
In a way, aren't we all nothing? No, that's not anything.
In a way, aren't we all nothing? Yes.
Whoa.
Oh.
Whoa,
So deep.
Maybe this is the real deep game. Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah,
I have
pretty.
I have a real soft spot to something fading to black except one element.
Yeah.
Like you could do that with anything. Like you could do that just with this cool, refreshing ginger beer.
If
and I would think, wow, that was an art.
If someone was murdering you, but they just rode the dimmer switch of the room sufficiently well that it was visually pleasing, would you be down?
Yeah. Wait, no, is that an offer?
That's no.
Hang on. That was a hypothetical, right?
I didn't couch it in those terms, but if that's how you want to think of it.
Chad, yeah, I'm a bit concerned.
Don't loiter near dimmer switches. Right?
It's one of... Luckily, that's an adage that has been in my family for generations.
Sometimes, if I've been far away, it hasn't registered the click. There's something like a proximity is required.
A proximity is required to click it.
Oh. Now, like, this time the camera moves.
Shrooms.
I think that is one thing that this whole thing has been missing a little bit. Just the pure rotation. I would have liked some more camera movement through a space. But then the space needs to be quite large, I guess. Well, no, maybe not.
Well, and I think actually that the fixed camera on the outside of the action is kind of it kind of justifies the island
No, that's true.
idea.
It's true.
Like
yeah.
this is something that is isolated from you, that you are not among.
Yeah. I just think, like, having the camera move up here, I actually just found profoundly refreshing. Which, I mean, is still a good thing. Like, that's, that's a feeling that I had.
Yeah.
Not a negative one. So, in a space that has been so highly designed. See, my instinct is still to click things that glow. So when it turns out that I'm actually meant to be clicking things that don't glow, I get a little, oh, there we go. Ooh. Making me think of Soma.
It's good, but it's not quite dark enough for me to appreciate that this is art. If it was dark enough, definitely an art. Oh, there are some on the outside that you haven't quite clicked.
Yeah.
I think the outside to the left?
No.
Oh no, you don't need to click.
Yeah, I'm good. They're doing them all on their own now. I did click you. Okay, there we go. Yeah.
We have been clipped, although I don't know what has been clipped.
It's good to see people using the clip function.
Yeah, use that clip function, and I'll
please,
look at them later and experience regret. Oh, we're tuning into radio. Someone's really making use of that free sound archive.
Have you ever needed to go so badly that you became a mushroom on an oil rig and sparks flew out of your nethers?
Yes. Yeah, that happens often.
It's real. It's real.
Oh, sorry, not in an oil rig.
Oh. Okay, well. Sure. Fuck me, I guess.
Yeah, but I suppose they're relevant enough.
If there's enough overlap.
Yeah.
The friendship will endure.
You can't just say, like, it's not the same scenario, because it's still sort of
well,
the
I mean,
same, like,
I can. I actually can and will,
Oh, okay.
but, it's fine. Just forget I said anything.
The scary door.
Have you watched any of the new Twilight Zone?
I haven't, although Ellen and I have been watching the old Twilight Zone.
Ooh.
Which is quite fun.
There was time now. It remains my favourite moment, that poor fucker. It hurts. I can't watch it again. Just to think of it hurts.
There's one episode that I don't know if I can put you through the whole episode, but it's so worthwhile for just the ending where they're just like, and screw you for watching this episode, basically.
Yep. And it turns out the plane itself was Hitler.
It's so incredibly good. I had no idea until we were looking into it recently that Rod Serling wasn't just the narrator, because I knew of him as the narrator of the show.
Okay.
But he actually wrote like 80% of the episodes.
Oh wow.
And created it, pushed for it with the network. The reason that it ended up going off the air was because the guy that ran the network hated it, and tried to run it off air like 3 times.
Wow.
Eventually succeeded, and that was the reason he was fired, because he'd just killed one of the best shows on television of all time.
Yeah.
But what an incredible show, and that's part of the reason that I feel a little nervous. Like, have you watched any of the new Twilight?
No, but I keep seeing ads, and I mean, I love what's his face,
Jordan Peele.
Yeah.
I mean, well, that's the thing. I really like Jordan Peele. I really like Twilight Zone. It's a strong, like, it's a strong pitch, but at the same time, like, I'm worried.
Saving the camera movement for this last one has been great for me.
That's cool.
Like, that moment there, I was like, yeah, I'm on board for this.
That's really quite interesting.
Well, that's what this sort of space allows, or this sort of experience, is it strips back so much else from a game, or from what I expect from a game, that I can see the very simple things that I like, and the very simple things that I don't like. I think that's what I'm really appreciating about this, is how it's sort of allowing me to attenuate myself within, like, the phase space of my own likes and dislikes, right?
It's nice that it's so distilled. It's not trying to hide behind, like, cool particle effects to pretend that its visuals are better than it is, or you know, I say as particle effects happen. But you know, like, it is very stripped back, and it will either be bad or good based on how stripped back it is.
Yeah.
I guess maybe there is a tendency to call things that are stripped back in that way more artful. Because, like, I think that may be where you get the sense of, like, art game.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, in total fairness, that's pretty much what happened. I saw what
Yeah.
it was offering. I saw the title and the sort of thing, and the vague description, and I was like, oh, this is an arty game.
Yeah.
And that has proved to be true. But this could have been a puzzle game in disguise, and I would have been shocked.
I mean, it's sort of it's very minimally a puzzle game. Like it's a yeah.
Yeah, it's. I mean,
It's like there are technically puzzles.
Well, the problem is what is technically a puzzle, right? The problem is the definition then perhaps becoming so broad that it loses a bit of its use.
Right. Well, there is a question that needs to be answered by, like, I don't know. Maybe it just has. Yeah.
Look, I don't have a better word for it.
I think you could call it a puzzle game in lieu of there being other things.
Yeah, yeah. I'm willing to treat the definition at its broadest edge for this, but I want it on the record. A better term, if it exists, would be cool. It's interactive. Like, that is unassailably true. It requires our interaction to progress, but so does a book.
Right.
You know. Oh, we can.
But a book doesn't.
We can rotate. Rotation. I'm not saying this is a book. I'm just saying, like, you know, stripping down to those bare terms.
Yeah, it doesn't present a question of how to continue.
I'm a sucker for this as well.
I don't like that. I prefer yeah. Well, I prefer this at the start of a game. I like the last scene to be the last thing you see rather than the title of the game.
Oh, I don't know that I could sit you down. I don't know that I could force you through its entirety necessarily, because I don't know that you would like all of it. But the way that Twin Peaks: The Return ends is such a kick to the teeth.
I've been wanting to watch Twin Peaks, but it's just like there's a lot to get through.
There is, but you know, if you ever want to rewatch a rewatch partner, would be happy to. Episode 8 in the oh, of course. If you want to return to any of them.
That's cute.
That's lovely. Okay.
Oh, I love that.
There is a lot to like about this game.
I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Like, I really got a lot out of it. I would say meditative. I don't know if that was in the description, but it feels meditative.
Yeah, for sure. Really good sound design.
I still... one of the games that I wanted to show you at one point was I think it's called Everything.
Yeah.
And I think the meditative like genre is really interesting to me.
Just gonna close that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow, it's 8:33, 8:34. There you go.
Oh yeah, no, we've done a perfectly perfectly neat couple of hours. And you've just wrapped that up right on the button.
Yeah.
It's pleasing.
Gamer. Right. I was actively gaming, and now I have finished actively gaming.
I'm full of ginger beer gas. I have nothing to contribute beyond that.
I'm full of Dr. Pepper. Well, this was a fun stream, everybody. Thank you for joining us. And thank you if you're on YouTube for either watching all the videos or just listening, you know.
Yeah, very cool.
Please check out the links below. Any closing thoughts, perhaps on the trio?
I mean, I think it's such a cool package of games, like the overall package, and obviously it's serving a good cause, which is great too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Not secondarily, but I think it's very cool. I think the game that is closest to the experience that I would like have if I was wanting to play a game by myself is probably the third one. Yeah,
I agree. Yeah. Oh, the first one hits so hard.
Even though the first one was really, really funny. I think the first one is the sort of thing where I would go on YouTube and I would watch a playthrough that is every ending.
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily find all those endings myself.
Yeah.
Because I think that it was just so tightly scripted and that sort of thing, and I would love to kind of get a version of it that is just all of these. Like the writing's really cool. That said, the experience of playing it, like what was that like? Actually interacting with that first.
The first one. Take this off now, actually.
You could.
Nothing's playing, and my ears hurt. These they hurt my ears.
Well, sure. We're listening to each other, so I can drop these. in the dirt.
Playing it was really fun because, so I don't know if you got this, just watching me play. I don't know if the audience got this. And, here we are wrapping up all 3 games at the end of a potentially individual video, but that's fine. I asked us to.
No. This is how it happens.
It's the denouement. It was really cool that it was impossible to pick up the phone and answer it.
I really liked that. I would love if that was just a problem with you understanding the control set.
That would also be good.
But also, I love that it's a valid playthrough. Like,
Yeah,
if that's the case, then they've really lent into that as a thing.
I clicked and it would pick up and drop. I clicked and held and it would pick up and drop.
Yeah,
so unless it's clicking in, and everything else was so clean, I seriously.
I would love if they've got like left parenthesis as answer call or something like that.
That would be
so
good.
I really liked that. I think that was I mean, I guess all of the games had an element of discovery to them, which is really valuable.
I think all of them. So in terms of the things that each game missed the mark on, I think the first game, the only thing that still sticks with me is it wasn't clear the extent to which we were being followed around by that other individual, the narrator leading us through. There weren't speakers around. We hadn't been given a radio walkie-talkie.
I think it's one of those things that kind of connects to, like, if you've played the Stanley Parable, it just kind of feels like that voice in your head.
And that's how I could run with it, because it felt in genre.
Right.
But it was just a bit jarring, because initially it sort of made me wonder, who am I and what's my place in this, right?
Yeah.
It was just... this is not a big criticism. It's just that small thing. It was like, is it that they wanted a person there, but then adding a person there would make it weirder, because then you try to interact with them instead of the phone or the keypad. Like, they made the right choice, I think, but I don't know. It was just a bit odd. The problems we have with the second game, we talk about at the end of the second video.
Yep.
No need to rehash that, I think.
No, certainly. I didn't like that, but I also didn't have an opportunity to meet it on its terms.
Exactly.
And certainly not in a streaming environment.
Not all things are good for this format, and not all games, unfortunately, front load what they're about in an adequate fashion.
Sure, and I think that was the main thing, that it didn't frontline the content it had. In terms of this third game, this is what I really wanted from the second game, in a sense, actually, is the idea of a game where you do kind of meditate and explore conceptually, and really kind of push in different directions, and it's more creating a mood than it is telling you what to think. Which I think was a notable absence in the second game, and something that I really liked. Like, even as far as we got in the second game. It's something I really liked about this one. But as you say, the lack of actual direct feedback. If it's not a choice, then it is potentially a downside.
And I got the equivalent, the sort of the sitting here gamer equivalent, in myself playing the third game, playing Islands, of when I get sore feet in an art gallery, and I find myself no longer able to appreciate the art. Same in a museum. I'm going through looking at everything because that's what I'm there for, and I'm trying to get the most out of it, but I'm already tired, I'm already in pain, and I know that I am at one step removed from the content because of my physical limitations. And some of the ways that those spaces were slightly frustrating gave me the equivalent of sore feet.
I also enjoy you bringing that up, because one of my favorite stories when I was studying philosophy was around discussing with a security guard at the art gallery which of the seats were art and which of the seats were seats you could sit in. And he gave me the line that I made the centerpiece of my final aesthetics essay, which was, if it's on a plinth, it's art. And that, I think, encapsulates everything I learned about aesthetics in philosophy.
That's amazing.
And indeed is potentially a reflection on the third game we played. Look, it's
there are a lot of plinths, things rose and fell.
A bunch of people said this was art, so I guess it's art. And it's it's a good fun thing.
And this brings it back to the idea of something being couched effectively.
Yeah.
Islands sold itself as an art installation game.
Right.
And so took to that game with the necessary literacy. Now, I lack a lot of that literacy, but I at least knew that that's what I was in for.
Right, yeah.
You know, like if we were told that Islands was like a really deep, tricky puzzle game, and then we played that, I would be like, what
Yeah.
the fuck did I miss? Like,
Yeah, it's The Witness.
did I? Yeah. Did I just no scope every level but didn't get it? Like,
Yeah.
imagine accidentally solving every puzzle in The Witness and being like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, this is like this this is like the Dark Souls version of The Witness.
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
the really hardcore.
God, so the first game subverted our expectation brilliantly.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was going to be a heist game,
Yeah.
and it wasn't. Second game subverted our expectation, and it was bad.
Yeah.
It was a bad subversion. The third game was within expectation, and was nice.
Yeah.
So, there you go. Yeah.
That's a neat way of bringing it together. I like that. This is a great. I was referring to it as a tasting platter beforehand. Should I, at this point, mention what we're doing next week?
Yes, please speak about your cool stuff.
I, who produce a magazine, this magazine. Did you notice that I brought that in? It's great.
I did, yeah.
I am hijacking this stream, and we're going to do something a little bit different next week, which is I'm going to, along with you, we are going to be live solving the cryptic crossword, which is in here.
Look, I have the memory of a dead fish, so I'll be able to solve
that one,
all of them in real time. Yeah.
So we're going to be talking through kind of the process of setting and solving cryptic crosswords, and I will once again atone for my sins, in that some of the clues I've looked back on 8 or 9 months later, and they're not perfect, but we'll be working through all of them. And hopefully we'll get. I'm hoping to drag in some new viewers as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Some Neptune fans.
Yeah, great. They're more than
some...
welcome to come in. Yeah.
If you enjoy crosswords, or if you don't because there is a like clue literacy barrier.
Yeah.
Which I think is a lot of people's experience of cryptic crosswords. I think that's going to be a cool stream. And also a stream, as Saz has just pointed out, for giant fucking nerds. Which we
on my channel.
Which apart from your fine self, I think many people are giant fucking nerds. You, of course, are a cool jock. If you know any nerds,
this is an N7 hoodie. This is a Mass Effect hoodie.
If you hypothetically know of any nerds or who may like word puzzles, that will be what we're doing. I think it will be fun. Or awful. And either way, we're doing it once. So so either it's you can't miss this because it's going to be a once off opportunity, or it will be a train wreck. In which case you won't want to miss it because you'll need to be there rescuing people from it.
If you want to discuss this cultural moment with everyone around you, you must be a part of it, right? You don't want to be that person who missed out.
Certainly not. So I'm calling it Cryptic 101.
Good title.
Because that's... it's the title I had. And if you like better wordplay than that, then then join us next week.
If you didn't like what I said but want better from me, please look at more of my content.
If you want things I've worked on rather than I'm coming up with in the moment, then enjoy.
Oh, man.
I'm really looking forward to that. I think it's going to be great fun.
Yeah, me too.
So yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us, everyone.
And check out the links.
Yes, do
for all the stuff about the package.
They're down below. Yep.
It really is very. I mean, the itch package is over.
That closed up in like June.
The resources are still there, so you can learn about stuff, and the places to donate are still very much. Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, the stuff hasn't all been solved yet. Unfortunately.
So as has been correctly pointed out, just because BLM isn't trending doesn't mean that these people don't still, need assistance
As it
and
turns out,
boosting. Right?
as it turns out, there's still racial injustice. Who knew?
Apparently, yeah.
I read about it on a website, and now I know it is there. So
yeah, I scrolled and oh no, yeah. Anyway, thanks for joining us, everybody. Once again, I've been SciFiAIguy Guy. I never refer to myself as
yeah.
My name is Ryan, but you probably know that.
I've been Justin. You can find my stuff at Neptune Today. We're on Patreon, which is where you can give us money, and we're on other platforms where you can't, so they're inferior.
Yep, correct. All right,
I'm gonna finish this.
Yeah, we're going to switch to the going away screen, play a little music, feel free to hang around and chat, or just fucking go to bed, that's fine, people do that.
We're being farewelled as Sci-Fi and Neptune.
Yeah.
That's our cool Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Dear Lord, no. Okay.
Fantastic.
See you all next week, everybody.
Bye.
I didn't do the thing. Ha.
Bye. Again.
As I reach up to scratch my face.